Steve here. And I don't know what it was from, but it was some sort of morning program for children, or a cartoon, or something. That when I hit the start button on this video, I heard, "Good morning, good morning," and I don't know what else happens after that. That's all I heard. Good morning, good morning. And I'm thinking like, well, I'm glad that was there. I'm glad that was there. And what is it to have a good morning? Is it something that occurs naturally for you? Or do you have to do something to manufacture it? I've spent longer. I'm 73, but I've spent 54 years studying how to be present in relationship to others. I was a very over-alert child. I would say fearful. I'd say I was always watching out for what was going to happen to me next and how to avoid the bad things from happening. I've done innumerable types of therapy: body work therapy, mental work therapy, emotional work therapy, spiritual work therapy. And all of those things have helped prepare me for these times. And there's a sense that I need to keep going. I need to work with all the things that I have developed in my nerve system in order to keep functioning, what appears to me to be functioning, in the world as it is right now. So you've come up with the things that help you to keep functioning, and others have come up with different things to help them keep functioning. And even with that, there are many, many days where I wake up and my whole system's in fight or flight. And I spent the good portion of my lifetime, up until 2011, trying to accommodate those fearful feelings and function in the world. And it was challenging. But each time that I was doing that and feeling like I can't do this, something would come along that would assist me to learn to accommodate all the feelings I was feeling in the world, in others, in myself, in relationship to others. And I was the type of person that would do anything to find a way to function in the world where I felt safe, with a desire to feel happy, which I felt at times, but safe was more important than happy, because I didn't feel like I could live if I didn't feel safe, or that I could live around others. And there may be, I don't know, it seems like there's a lot of homelessness and mental illness going on in the world, and I haven't quite figured out, besides working with the World Healing Field, how I can interact in that world as well, because I have found that there's a lot of healing that comes to me through assisting others to heal. So as I assist others to heal, I feel like I'm healing myself and assisting them to heal. And that has been what's carried me, and it may be why I set up reality as I did, so I could never feel quite okay when the world around me didn't feel okay. And I understand that a lot of how I feel about the world has to do with how I'm feeling inside, and I project how I'm feeling outside. So if I'm fearful inside, then the world is really scary. If I'm feeling angry inside, then the world is out. You know, you get the fear and the anger. The world's out to get me, and I'm going to protect myself. And you know, I'm more in relationship with people who are coming to that place. You're doing this to me. And I'm like, okay, because I am part of that world outside you. And I am part of that world inside you. Because you're taking me in to your awareness, unless you just go off, you know. But you still have me in your awareness, and I have you in my awareness. So where you are at in your awareness is this, then I can do my part in that, and I can either go right back, or I can go, and we can all do these things, but what we want, and I'm just going to say this, and it may not be true for you, what we want as a collective group is this. I see you seeing me. I feel you feeling me. I hear you hearing me. I am you being me. Because if we don't come into that relationship with each other, then this isolation we live in will keep us dealing with these feelings we may be having by ourselves. And it's hard to tell which is more difficult. Dealing with these feelings simply inside ourselves by contracting and just trying to work through them, or by opening up our systems and having something intense come back. So what will it take? These are the energies I've been working with this morning. Your healing is my healing is your healing. Any healing we do affects our life. And we may find ourselves sometimes in what feels like a war zone. And it may trigger the ancestral wars that our ancestors were in. And they felt unsafe. And there were horrible things going around them. And they created a reality that helped them to feel at least contained, so these emotions didn't spew out on others. But it doesn't matter, because if they're there, the other's nerve systems are feeling it. And if you were a child with a traumatized parent or parents, it's a good chance that your traumatized parent married your traumatized other parent, and they attempted a relationship. They attempted to heal themselves, and they thought, maybe if we have a child, that will heal our relationship. I know. This is like the way the mind processes. Maybe if we add to our stress and have a child or 3 or 7, it'll help with our stress, and we'll become more present because we'll create our own little community that will be safe. And I might ask, how did it work out? How did it work out? And I would have to answer for myself, it worked out very well. It was a training ground, sometimes a battleground. Sometimes I felt I couldn't get away from it. And sometimes that's useful. And sometimes it's just a repeat of the trauma that you didn't get over when it first happened. It's my perception that there's no way to escape world trauma. One can avoid feeling it. One can avoid thinking about it, possibly. One can avoid looking at it. But one can't avoid it. What can one do? If one can't avoid it, what can one do if it's there? And that's my interest in my life, is doing something that allows me on an individual basis to feel better, so that I can feel better in relationship with you. So the value of being focused on learning to work with your nerve system, with your consciousness, with your fears and worries and angers and griefs, working with these energies, and not necessarily being able to come up with a solution from the mind. Because when we go into fight or flight, when we're triggered, when we go into fight or flight, we come up with a solution just just get the shot, or whatever the solution is. We just come up. That seems like a good idea right now because I'm so fearful because they're taking away my job. They're taking my they're raising the price of my food. They, whoever they are, I have no idea who they are. It's just a term. They, someone out there, is doing something affecting me that's causing me to get very fearful and contracted. Now I'm looking for a solution, and then it's offered to me. And I go, oh, that will save me. That which is safe and effective will save me. And that may or may not have worked out well. I think maybe some of the processes of it are still unknown. But whether or not the fears that have been continually projected about the process that went into because of our fear that was possibly created by someone else to keep people in fear, which tends to keep them separated from each other, which tends to keep their nerve system from calming down. Finding a way to regulate itself, possibly by turning off the television. However it is that you turn off the television, however you do that, like mute, off, and then feel how much more peaceful it is in your home, in your consciousness, when there's not a television going on. When there's not all those programmed words and sounds and images to tell you to be afraid, and then take this to come out of the fear that was created by us telling you to be afraid, showing you images that would cause you to be afraid, and then saying, how about ask your doctor if this medicine that we're calling I Love Life would be good for you, to help you with the tension you're feeling from watching your television. Take I Love Life. Now, if it turns out to be very successful, we're going to raise the price of it by 100%, especially if your insurance will pay for it. And if you get addicted to I Love Life, then it'll be more expensive because everybody wants it. And so at a certain point, once it's allowing you to not feel as much fear, then we're going to make you more fearful that you can't get it. Clear the screen. Clear the screen. Clear the screen. I don't know your life. I don't know your circumstances. Well, some of you I do. Some of you that are watching have been watching me interact with you for many years. And I've been watching you interact with me for many years. And we created quite a community. Of mutual support. And for the most part, improves the quality of all of our lives. Me knowing you, knowing me. Me kept us, we chose to be in relationship with each other. We chose to be more aware of what each other was feeling, working with, the difficulties we were having, and then to see if we could come up with a way that supported each other through these experiences, rather than a way to medicate them away. We decided it was maybe better to go from medication to meditation, to internal self-awareness. I am in this state. I am having this experience, and I am responding to it in a way that I'm creating this. And if what we're creating is, and you might feel this because you're watching me, watching you, we're having this energy interaction, so if what I'm experiencing is creating this, or if the way I'm relating to the energetics of others is creating this, then I'm either stuck in being in this, or I can release it for myself, as this song comes into my mind, so I'm going to sing it because he's back to helping me again. He was here 96 to 97. My spirit guide, Arlen, who I thought, like, yeah, it's just not a good name for a spirit guide. But anyway, now I love him, and now I don't love the name Arlen yet, but I love the being, and the name doesn't matter on some levels. But now that he's back, I'm appreciative of it. Okay, so we've got ourselves energetically in this stuck energy, and what we're going to learn to do over time. And I'm definitely going to help because I'm learning it. I'm going to help you get it. When we're stuck like this, and it's a weird looking thing, when I look at my arms and my body like this, stuck like this, and then we realize it's just stuck energy. And that's all any of it is stuck energy. If we can calm our nervous system down through breathing, measure your in-breath, and then, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Okay, that's the in-breath. Then measure your out-breath and make sure it's double your in-breath. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. So there's double. 1009, 1010, 1011, 2012. And then breathe in, and then breathe out. I had no idea what was going to happen in this video today, and oftentimes I don't, because there's just some things coming in. But the dream world last night was just filled with activities, out of which I came this morning in extreme fight or flight, which is the energy that I've been working with others, with those in my community that I love, that are working with some really deep things coming out ancestrally, like just history of this energy, and I'm aware of it because it's always allowed me to feel safer when I could feel what others were feeling. I kind of knew the energetic state of the room. which allowed me to feel what others are feeling 2,500 miles away over the phone when I connect with them for healing sessions. And the good thing about feeling the energy of the world is that you have to find ways to work with it or shut yourself down. But if you shut yourself down, you will get more and more isolated from others due to others being afraid of what you feel like. So if you learn to work with and resolve and finish those energies that have been stuck inside of you and in front of you and in back of you and to both sides of you, in your head and in your heart and in your gut, when you learn to work with those energies with the understanding that stuck energies are uncomfortable, freeing up those energies is initially uncomfortable. Letting go of those energies leads to feeling comfortable. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Feel it, release it, heal it. Feel it, release it, heal it. I'm looking forward to watching this one. It felt like so many things changed as this information came through my consciousness, working with the processes I was working with, offering them to you to work with them with me, which allows you to work with the energies you're working with you. You help me. I help you by healing. So I heal me, you heal you, and that shifts our relationship. We're more connected, we're safer within ourselves, we're safer with each others. With all the others in relationship with ourselves and in relationship with others who are in relationship with themselves. We begin to feel that safety and rhythm of relationship. And if the relationships feel safe, or we're developing the feeling of safety with each other, then these are more healthy relationships. If we're in relationships that continually beat us down and make us feel less safe, these are not necessarily healthy relationships. They can be healthy relationships. But sometimes you have to say, oh, I just need to work on this with other people that are working on this. So we're working on it together. And through our relationship with each other, we come to a better place of being whole within ourself, within community. That's the direction that I'm moving. That's my focus, to really take this relationship with others to another level, even when it's so painful to do that. Even when that pain is showing up in my body, and this in the body, in the nerve system. So I don't call it the nervous system, because that's kind of a spell. How is your nervous system feeling? Kind of nervous. But if you just talk about it as a nerve system, it's a system of nerves. It's not suggesting that they feel nervous. It's suggesting that they exist, and that's how you're conscious, is through your nerve system. And this area in the upper part of the spine, through my chiropractic training, thoracic 1 and 2, just below the cervical spine, the neck bones, starts the thoracics. There's 1 and 2, and then 3, 4, down through 12. Thoracics have ribs, but thoracic 1 and 2 is the neural supply to the heart. And a lot of people are complaining to me about how tight the area between their upper shoulders is. And that's because the heart is being offered the chance to let go of its pain. And if you're doing this, if you're still with me, I don't know how long we've been doing this, 44 minutes and 44 seconds. Looks like 31. If you're doing this with me, if you've got this far, and you've got to this pain in the upper part of the back, the thoracics, that nerve system is related to this heart, and we make the conscious choice that this is stuck energy, I'm gonna let it go. Because the possibility that life may be better when I let go of my old pain, just the possibility of that is motivating to me. The only way that I'm going to be out of pain, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual pain, the only way I'm going to be out of that pain, well, you still won't be out of it, but you can just drug it to death. Or you can release it. I feel it. I can heal it. I feel it. I can heal it. How do you heal it? You release it. Release the prisoners. Release the emotional prisoners that you've held inside yourself. Not only your own emotional prisoners, but all those around you and their emotional prisoners. We release them. We come into relationship. We let the energy flow. We feel each other feeling each other. We've all got this stuff, and we can all let go of it together because we deserve it, because we've done our best, and we'll continue to do our best. And we're learning to not take it personally, and we're learning to not believe what we believe. Because beliefs, what we believe, tends to create the reality that we experience. So if we believe that we're stupid, we tend to act stupid because it's our belief that we are stupid. Therefore, how else could we act? If we believe that we're mean, then we act mean. How else can we act if we believe we're mean? And if we believe that we're a conscious being of light, who, me? Conscious being of light? I'm just stupid. Well, how about I'm a stupid, conscious being of light? And is stupid just an act? Is it an act because you've been trying to hide from the fact that you're a being of light, here supporting and assisting the shift in the world? I came here for this. I came here because I believed that I was brave enough. And I found out, holy shift back, man. This is some big stuff. I'm glad I did all the preparation I did for this time. I'm gonna finish this. You can hang up on any point. I'll keep talking. Hang up the phone. I'll keep talking. But I'll pull out the galactic calendar. I'll show you the picture of this month. For some reason, looking at that, each time I open up the calendar and look at that, I think, I feel better. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. So I open it up to the self-existing moon of form, things, new forms showing up. And I pull out my glasses because these are my non-crooked glasses, and when I put them on, I don't look quite as silly. And if I need to feel silly, then I can put the other ones on. But actually, these are becoming a little bit tilted, so that's good. So today is Friday, November 8th. And it's a yellow resonant seed day. And the yellow seed is the offspring of the yellow sun. And it's guided by intelligence. It's kin 124, which over time you might understand what that means. But it's self-existing day 22 in the calendar, in the 4th month of the 13 months of the lunar calendar. It's self-existing day 22. And so then I'm going to go to resonant, and there's 13 lunar tones, 13 lunar months. Each of the months has a particular frequency. So there's the 13 months, so there's a frequency of self-existing tone of form, that's tone 4. And then in that month is the cycle of the 13 tones. So it goes 1 through 13, 1 through 13, 1 through 13, and on and on. So today is tone 7, which of the 1 through 13 is the halfway point. And it's about channeling, inspiring, and attunement. And isn't it interesting, when I sit down and record this video, and I mention that I have no idea what I'm going to say, and things just begin happening, and the energy starts moving. And then we get to tone 7 resonant, and it says, 7 has its unique symmetry relationship to 1 and 13, the alpha and the omega of the Mayan number harmonic. At the center of the pattern, 7 represents the magic by which the whole holds together. Isn't that useful? To be in the energy of the day where the whole holds together. And to have it be a yellow seed. And what is a seed? It's something that we plant knowing quite often what it's going to produce. In the Atlantean healing temples, there were 3 tables in the room, and there was crystal on top, and the light would come through, and the crystal would focus a beam of light onto each of the 3 tables. And on the one table, it was a green light coming in, which was the healing of the organs. And on another table, it was the purple light, which was the healing of the nerve system. And the third table, it was a golden light. And you say, well, wait, I don't remember hearing. I heard the white, there's the purple. It was the golden light that could be focused in, which was the healing of the soul. And today is a day of a yellow seed, the child of the yellow sun. The golden rays that heal the soul. And the three words related to the yellow seed is that it targets flowering and awareness. And there's a saying by Ariel Spilsbury, don't get lost in the entire process of manifestation. Just begin by seeding your heart's desire. All seeds hold the holographic power of their completion. It's within the seed. Seeds represent the miracle of life, symbolic of the living power of potential residing within all of us, waiting to be released into action. They demonstrate the creative intelligence of growth as ordered patterns of natural unfolding, and reveal that majestic manifestation is encoded in the tiniest component. Yellow seed invites us to target what we wish to have flourish in our lives, that we may plant seeds with intention and precision, like right now. Once properly seeded and given supportive conditions, the natural process of flowering unfolds, bringing its beauty and riches. Our very lives are the gardens of our awareness. By deepening our subtle perceptions, we find that the realm of self-awareness is vast and endless. Each new layer of self-insight facilitates a refinement of perception and therefore action. May the flowering of human consciousness ripen from within. And from Dhyani Yuahu of the Yuahu lineage. Seeds, this is a suggestion. Seed, and this makes it more hypnotic if I give this look. Like it's really important. Listen up now. If you want it, it doesn't have to be forced down your throat. Listen to it and see if this is right for you. I don't have to tell you that it's safe. I don't have to tell you that it's effective. Safe and effective. Safe and effective. 3 times so you believe it. I just have to say, if this resonates with you and feels like it's useful, take it in. And if it doesn't, let it go. Seed thoughts of peace. How does that feel? I don't have to repeat it 3 times. How does that feel? Moistened by love. Does that change how you feel? Seed, I'm repeating it, I know. Seed thoughts of peace. Moistened by love. And it maybe I end up repeating it 3 times. Tilled by right action. Weeds of discord pulled by diligent action in a peaceful state. The harvest shall be abundant joy. If you can, Feel that. And this is a message to me. It may be a message to you, but it may just be a message to me, from me. The harvest shall be abundant joy, sustaining future generations. What would it be like if this world felt safe, supportive, and loving, and respectful? Of everyone. Peace, moistened by love. This is what it looks like when we let the stuck energy out. It might come out from the throat, might come out from the eyes, might come out from the ears, might come out from the heart, might come out from the gut, might come out from the legs. But all we're doing is letting the energy move. Because when it's stuck, it builds pressure. And when it's flowing, it builds life. Whew. Feel how you feel. Know what you know. If you have a strong belief come up with a lot of emotions, separate the belief, the construct, from the emotion. Get it arm's length apart. When it's arm's length apart, it's much easier to release the emotions, release the belief. We want experiences, not things that other people have told us are true, and we believe them. We don't have to believe something when we've had the experience of something. That's knowing something. So there's knowing and there's believing. Toss the beliefs out and know what you know. It's a pleasure, the joy, and an honor to know you. Have a beautiful day. Planting seeds of peace. Moistened by love. Leading to joy. I love and appreciate you. Keep up the good work.